You like that?
Yeah, I do, and we're going now. But yeah, I do like it. I wish this
Yeah,
one had it. There's a way to retract it, and I don't know if it actually makes me any quieter.
slightly.
But
Good.
I could press a button to mute. I just have to remember that it's there.
Mm. If you pay attention to streams, you'll see me do it every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mute myself, cough, sneeze, clear my throat, whatever it might be. Turn it back on.
Good times. Good times. Are we live?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, good times.
Hmm.
Also good times. I don't even know. For those of us joining ahead of the live stream, jump ahead roughly about 15 minutes to catch the first impressions and review of the new Begg Knives.
Pew, 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 pew.
Hush your mush. Hush. Hush it.
The mush has been hushed.
Did you just tell yourself to hush your mush?
Well, no, I told my other screen because I hadn't muted it yet. So.
Oh, the muties.
You gotta be careful with those guys. They'll get you.
You know, are you an X-Men villain? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Now you know.
Yeah, you would call the mutants the villains too, wouldn't you? I'm on to you.
Yeah.
Magneto.
Hey man, Magneto's arguably the most on the mutant side.
I'm not saying Magneto is always right. I'm just saying he's mostly right all the time. All right,
I wasn't even suggesting that he was correct or not. I'm just saying he's got their back.
Oh yeah,
he'll take you out.
I, for one, welcome our new mutant overlords.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is not on our team. Let's say.
Depends. Is the lizard guy involved? Kind of screws me over.
Which one?
I mean, the actor, not the mutant.
Oh, what's his name? Oh shit. Oh, anyway. Dumb.
Dumb. Terrible. We don't need to know.
Oh man. Save us, chat. Save us, chat. Is there no chat? Oh, chat, you let me down. That's okay.
Toad.
That's what happens.
We've been gone for a little while. That's okay.
Is it the actor that you don't like?
No, I'm just making crap up, dude.
Okay. I was like, that guy is Darth Maul, I'm pretty sure. Toad and Dirt. I might be wrong there.
Is it actually? Oh,
I think it is.
That's funny. I gotta look it up now.
Yeah, I'm
Ray Park.
Correct, sir.
Nice. Very nice.
So, anyone carrying anything new and fun?
I'm sorry, I have to just say this. I just heard the X-Men theme transition into like an Imperial March in my head, and it sounded great.
You need to make that mix, Paul.
Yeah. I guess new to me.
Probably.
I have new to me today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was it new to the other people too?
I don't know. You have one, arguably.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Guy we know just take mine back and then give it to you, and I haven't checked.
I mean, have you?
Well, you see.
Now I need to know. I have.
Mine's a first production run. You see, it's Pinky's slightly uppier.
Why don't you say what it is, Paul? What was the thing?
Oh, I had it up on screen there for a second. It's a Lone Wolf Defender.
I see. There it is. There it is. There's the thing.
Yep.
Beep, boop. I said bope. Oh, I had
Bope
everything all together. There you go. There's Paul's black and white photo. Yeah. Yeah. How many cardboard boxes have you cut down with that thing? How many pieces?
Thousands.
Hundreds
of thousands.
How many Amazon orders have you defended yourself from?
Well, none yet, but I did absolutely open a couple boxes at the convention with it.
I see.
It was in my pocket, and it was either that or my Grimsmo, so it got used.
Oh, I would have used the Grimsmo over this thing.
I did. I used them both.
Good.
You probably have used yours more than I've used mine at this point. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's cut more than just boxes. Let's put it that way. And by that I mean it cut me. I did share a second photo with Joe of
Yes.
It's not actually this photo. It's a later photo that I tried to take on my keyboard where I forgot to lay the little feeties flat.
Is this a viewer discretion photo?
Yeah,
Probably.
this is definitely a hey, if you're a little squeamish, you know,
It's
here's your
not that
warning.
bad. YouTube might be mad at us about it, but
I've seen worse on YouTube. Mind
I
you.
think YouTube stopped caring what we do. So
yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
true too.
Honestly, this just looks like you dropped some food dye on yourself, which is misleading because Paul, about how much of the tip of that knife ended up disappearing into your leg?
That money?
Yeah, it's not great. It's not your
that
finest
many
work.
bits of it, yeah.
Yeah, I know that because that's the width of the cut and how freely it was bleeding.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yeah, this is after I stopped the bleeding. This is stopped.
Don't play with knives, guys. It's a
Yeah.
lame thing to do. Nobody ever should play with knives, especially not in front of their keyboards. Mind you.
Indeed.
So Paul, yours was on the keyboard, slid off, and just
Yes, I put my phone down on the keyboard tray.
yeah.
And we
after
can
taking
go
the
back
photos.
to his lone wolf shot too.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to linger on.
I suppose not.
Hey,
No.
There's one thing to show the one shot. It's another thing to
Just
To
leave
stay
it
on
there.
it. It's like
launch it.
we're now reviewing Paul's handiwork.
Indeed. Handy capable, sir.
Yeah,
Um,
not gonna make that joke, but that's okay.
no, that's fine. The one other weird thing that I found out through taking photos of this knife is Cocobolo. It's really going to be hard to see on this screen, but Cocobolo actually glows under UV light.
You sure it's not just some kind of Bakelite knockoff?
Google it,
I don't think I'm going to.
and it is 100%. It's 100% Cocobolo
That's a
wood.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
know that they did some polymer scales that looked like wood. They were like damn close.
No, these are. You can tell in the cross hatching, in the checkering, that it's like hand done, like you'd find on a rifle stock. It's not molded.
Yeah.
It's too crisp.
That's fair.
Yeah. It was either that or it's like thin CNC machine.
Oh, little yeah, those little bit
Little
engravers.
pyramids.
I've been looking to pick one of those up. Finding one with a small enough angle is interesting, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
The wood grain looks super loud on the flat portion of the grip there. I like it.
Yeah. Turned out all right.
Yeah.
It's weird taking photos in red light to get black and white photos, but it works really good.
Sure seems to turn out okay.
Yeah.
I got something that's kind of similar to your knife. It's not. Actually, there's a couple similarities. Give you some hints. Handle's not quite the same color, but it sure has checkering. It also has a really weird locking mechanism.
Did you buy yourself a bailout?
No, I was just carrying the Walker blade lock again.
Yeah.
You got your checkering, you got your strange lock, and your weird round pivot. Okay, there's actually like a single position clip. There's a few things that are similar about this knife, actually.
Yeah, I'm carrying a tip down knife. I feel weird about it.
Yeah, but I mean, given the knife, you should demonstrate how that knife opens.
Oh yeah. Now that you told me that I can't.
Yeah.
You just push the button in the center.
Until yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, the paw lock is quite a fun mechanism.
The worst demonstration ever. That's better. That's better. Yeah.
And I've
only because he asked me to do it.
Yeah.
And that Walker knife, the more I play with it, the less comfortable I actually am with it. And every time I pick it up, like it's been
that's concerning.
No feeling out process every time. Just like this thing.
No. Oh no. That's
I opened it two hands now. It's
just
yeah, exactly.
You know what's weird? I find this very easy to open left-handed. Super weird. Yeah, if I pinch both sides here and then just push out with my thumb, super easy.
Oh, I see. I see what you've done.
Yeah, it's weird.
Monstrosity.
Yeah. And you could carry this in your left pocket. Not saying Dennis ever would, but because it locks shut, it's not going anywhere.
Ah, yeah, that's a selling feature for me.
Yeah, I definitely look at this profile of knife and think, oh yeah, Dennis would fuck with this.
It just screams my name.
It's shocking he hasn't bought two already.
Backup for when they discontinue it a second time.
Oh, the first time wasn't enough. That's why they brought it back.
That's why they brought it back.
To discontinue it again.
Oh, that's
That
officially
is spite.
terrible, and I might use that more often when knife companies do that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
always
guys,
happy to contribute.
That's too good.
I mean, all jokes aside, it's definitely like stands out as being thinking outside the box on something that would work.
Oh yeah.
In multiple ways. Yes. It's a weird one.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
How about you, Dennis?
I also am carrying something new
Oh yeah.
this
Oh, really?
week. Yeah. Along the same vein of Paul there.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, we had someone that was more generous than they have every right to be.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Help us put things in our collection that we have no right deserving owning, myself included as well. So this week I'm just showing off a OG full size skirmish.
No
Hell
big
yeah.
fucking deal or anything, but
With them rainbow dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you happen to have the smaller one on hand
Yes.
just for comparison? Yeah.
Yeah, my mini skirmish, which is like that was what got me hooked on knife, which is still like full me. Yeah. Anyway, and then the full size.
Yeah. I wanted you to show them side by side because
Size difference.
I haven't seen a full size in many years, and the mini is not a small knife. Like, damn, that's cool.
It's some cold steel-esque stuff.
And then all I did was make my daughter's bedroom way cooler than I ever had when I was young. So these are actually her new fancy bed sheets that are all black and red behind it.
Oh, jealous.
Cool.
The
opening holes on this knife have always made me incredibly uncomfortable.
The what now?
The opening holes.
Yeah, well, there's just a spider looking at you.
That's exactly what it is. It's just spidery.
So these holes don't bother you?
They don't.
Really? Because they're all the same? Is that why, Paul?
Yeah, it's not a spider.
This is a spider.
I mean, it's a Benchmade, but whatever.
Yeah, but spiders always got like the one big set and then a bunch of extra smally sets.
Wrap you up in his web and hang you just from his cave.
Just cuddle you to death,
And
eat all my juices. I need those.
No, you get the outside bits. You get to keep them. The crispy bits.
Yeah, but the crispy bits aren't any fun without the juicy bits.
So, I again can't thank that gentleman enough for.
Absolutely. To say the least, it's incredibly generous. And we really appreciate you.
And so, actually, in the spirit of that, and I mean, don't have it here as well. Patch Adams passed it along. What was that stupid movie? Passed it along. It's not Patch Adams. Was it Robin Williams even? My Way of Lodge.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where good, generous things, and you passed along, and it was a movie in the early 2000s. Now I'm gonna. Anyway, pass it along. Gifted a Benchmade to someone, and I am no longer in possession of a mini Super Freak anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, in the spirit of just gifting things when you know people will enjoy and appreciate them.
Absolutely.
It was a pretty good motivating factor for me to actually be like, you know what? Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
can do things to people that I appreciate and stuff. And yeah.
Absolutely.
To avoid
I've
seeming ungrateful, I also got something from this individual, and I would also like to say thank you very much.
yes.
I have not yet worked up the courage to cut anything with it substantially. I've cut some paper, hence this being the carry. But again, thank you.
Oh, legitimately cut tape, I think, once over the weekend.
Yeah.
What
steel's in that skirmish? Just while it's on screen.
S30.
Okay, I knew the mini was. I couldn't remember what the full size was.
What the heck was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. It was gonna be all clever and stuff.
Totally.
No, it's good. No, it was the correct move. I remember now because Dennis was talking about gifting a knife to a friend. We were all talking about getting knives gifted to us. I've tried to do that a time or two and been denied. And it's always feels weird.
When people won't accept?
Yes. Especially when you're like, I know you'll enjoy this, and you might even get more enjoyment out of it than I do. Take this frenzy. Enjoy it.
I mean, if you're giving away frenzies.
I tried to. I was gonna buy a replacement for it because we still had it on the shelf at the time.
Mm-hmm.
What
a weird knife. I'm sure it won't come up again anytime in the near future.
Yeah, no, that's foreshadowing for the future.
Of course. But foreshadowing for the now.
Somebody's gonna take my PPT. No, just no.
The PPT. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Don't think that'll happen. That's too nice of it. You have both versions too, don't you?
I have 2 out of 3. Yeah.
What was the third one?
All blacked out, black blade.
Oh right, I forgot they had even done that one.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
It's low on the totem pole, but if it came past me, I would pick one up.
Yeah.
And it was bugging the crap out of me. The movie was called Pay It Forward.
Okay. I do know that.
Okay.
See? People do. It was just, yeah. Anyway.
I'm going to be honest. The Patch Adams was such a left curveball that I was like, so he was a doctor?
He made people laugh? I don't know. No,
I mean, it's Robin Williams. I'm sure he did. Good evening, Ben. He's carrying his Mora Eldris and an Adamas. Nice. Adamas, whichever boat you float.
Ad minimus.
No, not that one. No ad minimus.
Ad most of us.
That long to find it and no one cares. Yeah, Jacob, but I mean, it won some awards, so people cared at the time. It was era appropriate, okay? Even though my reference
Hey, man, I care.
I just still didn't recognize it even after you got the name corrected. I'm like, still don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just gonna
know the name.
Just gonna take you at your word.
I know the name, but I don't know if it's because of the phrase "pay it forward." Did the movie invent that, or did they just use the phrase?
No, I'm pretty sure it came from the movie. I think it was 20 years ago or 25 years ago when the movie came out.
I gotta be honest. So, I haven't seen nearly as many Robin Williams movies as I want to, and probably should have by this point. I was only within the last 5 years that I saw Mrs. Doubtfire for the first time. Yeah, no, that was Megan's reaction. She's like, "What the fuck? We gotta watch it."
So the best part is totally not Robin Williams.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, is that Patch Adams is what? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And that was the reference, and I was like, something, blah, blah, blah. No, but I didn't know who started in it either. I couldn't remember.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Apparently, it's the Sixth Sense kid and Helen Hunt.
Okay.
Weird.
What are they paying forward? I don't know if I ever saw that movie.
Good deeds.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Less than no idea.
Yeah, skirmish, you say.
Yeah, skirmish. It's cool.
Jacob's carrying the Kaiser Mini Critical and the Jack Wolf, Little Bro.
Nice.
Little Bro Jack.
He loves his little bro.
His name's Jack. He wouldn't fit on the door, though. Kick his ass off. Let him sink. Poor Jack.
It wasn't a door. That's my nerdy moment for the night.
Was it a wardrobe?
It's like a wall panel.
Oh, well.
Big, yeah.
Walls are just doors
I
we
know.
haven't opened yet, Paul.
They're just walls without doorknobs.
Yeah.
Doors without wall knobs.
There's something in there. There's something fucked up in there.
Guaranteed. There was one or two of those involved. Right.
Wall knobs? Yeah.
All right.
Listen to me, wall knob.
So, review, you say? We're like 6 minutes overdue.
Yeah, we got stuff we should be talking about.
Wall knob was a slow burn of like walnut and your doorknob. Just as an insult, I mean.
I don't know how slow it was.
Slow burn. Anyways, now that I've distracted us from where we were going, I beg your forgiveness.
That's awful. I almost missed it too. I felt that snag a piece of my brain as it was like almost past. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You son
Two
of a
Gs.
bitch! You nearly got me.
Nearly.
Well, I guess you did get me. Yeah, you nearly missed me. I nearly missed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's some
someone.
bag knives.
It was a near miss for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. I thought I had a picture of just the two of them together. I don't. Here's a forfer. We're talking about the bottom two. But it's there's a microburst in here, and there's a the one in here.
So we are talking about bag knives, so we can have the whole family up for the show. But the number 3 and number 4 on that list is the highlighted features. So if you just put a thing up to half of your screen like that,
here, we'll,
just look at green down.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Here you go.
No. Completely irrelevant size comparison, you say? Actually, not.
Dragonfly review, perfect.
Is actually quite relevant to size comparisons.
So there's what is it? 3 designers per knife involved with each of these?
Well, so 2 designers and a production company.
So sort of. I was hoping you might have more information about that, because on the back of the microburst, it does say JVO, and it's got Olsen written on it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Olsen?
Rod Olsen. Begg's not involved on this design.
Okay, so it's not a Begg. Okay, so that makes more sense.
This is not a Begg design. This is a Rod Olsen and Jared Van Otterloo collab.
Yeah.
Produced by Begg.
Yes.
Also produced custom by Rod Olsen with collab credit given to.
So here's
is the other knife that we're reviewing is in the same motif.
Okay.
This makes sense now?
Yes.
All is right in the world?
Yes. So the one is produced in part with I almost said Jack Kirby. Jeez. Kirby Lambert. Stainless steel frame lock. The microburst is a button lock. Here's a custom version of the microburst, and it is a very busy design.
Fancy.
Well, this one, good lord.
Well, they're all kind of like that, though.
So I can get some specs for you if you'd like to dive into some microbursties.
Yeah, sure.
Off the bat. So we've got a blade length of 2.25 inches, overall 5.75 with a VG10 blade. Blade thickness is 0.142. I don't know what that is in mils.
0.142.
That
would be
style blade with hollow grinds, black illums, black G10 inlays, button lock, bearing, 4.23 ounce.
She is
aluminum backspacer.
Yes. Here's your shot of that backspacer there. Chakonki. Very.
Chakonkus?
Yeah. Just getting a couple shots of it. It's thick. I enjoy it, but it's a thick-ass knife. Did you mention the G10 inlays on this thing?
Yeah, aluminum handle, G10 inlays, aluminum backspacer. Yeah, 4.23 ounces for a 2.25-inch blade.
Are we sure that's
That's a
aluminum
bad.
handles?
Black machine aluminum with satin flats and black G10 inlays.
Okay.
As per Knife Center. Because Begg Knives website needs work, folks.
Yes. I didn't realize it was aluminum. I think I might have told somebody it was steel.
Well, y'all wrong.
Yeah, apparently.
It's
Now I
still
know.
4.23 ounces.
Well, and I think it was the weight that was like, no, this thing's
So,
heavy. It's got to be stainless. It's not titanium.
oh no,
Joe's.
Blade HQ says the same thing. It feels so heavy in hand, comparatively speaking. Like I would never have clocked that for aluminum.
Well, it's
It's
quarter
because
inch
it's
thick
this
aluminum.
big and it's as the same weight as my Sleesh Bowie.
Yeah, it's
That's why. It's because for what you're holding, you're like, this thing's chaconk because you're used to holding a dragonfly that's that size.
I would say that this is lighter.
I would say the scale of Joe must reign supreme. You must be right. I mean,
No, I
sorry.
honestly I don't know. I'm
Like,
so confused. I'm going to be checking with the magnet. Man, that's crazy. But it would make sense too to get that darker coloring on the side and not have it be like just a strict oxide coating. And that surface finish looks pretty similar. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I must have been wrong with that.
so, yeah, good times. Good times.
These are questions I should have the answers to, but what if this is just a stainless steel frame and it's going like this strip here?
Well, it wouldn't be surprised if on the insides it had some, or maybe not.
Oh well, no. I mean, like the satin part here. Like, what if it's the black outer portion is aluminum, but there's a stainless steel frame that sits inside it, right around the perimeter, that's holding the inlay down?
I don't. Just the way that they describe the
Sounds like a lot of extra work.
Yeah, it sounds like a shit ton of work.
machined black aluminum with satin flats and black G10 inlays.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
That's pretty.
That's pretty straight. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Okay.
Not steely.
Yeah. Now, this thing sure seems to have some pocketing on the underside. And given that there's nothing holding down the G10 from the top, I have to assume they're inserted from the bottom. Stainless steel liners would make sense for the ball bearings.
Yeah,
That might also account for the difference in weight that I'm feeling.
And screws for like I said, for the all the things. Yeah.
Okay. That is starting to congeal into a bit more sense in my mind, because as soon as it's aluminum, I was like, what? That is so different.
Mostly aluminum.
I have some in-hand shots here as well. Gotta toss
a congealed mind certainly feels like a Benmore. I'm just saying.
I know these pictures are sideways, but it means that the knife is not sideways, so I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a little guy. I don't know if I have anything on hand that's like an equivalent length, but you can see it next to the Dragonfly. Like, this isn't a terribly long knife. It's like that. Well, don't drop knives on stream.
Well, and I was going to say potentially.
That's weird.
Very close to spec as well as my Techno.
That would have been a neat side by side.
I'm just checking the Techno 2s on tech specs. 2.5 and then 6-inch overall. So it is the hint of a big brother on a microburst.
Right. I was going to say I did have a shot with my native here, and it's like to say that a native is sizably larger is an odd thing to say, because it's a pretty medium small knife.
Extra medium, you might say.
I wouldn't. I'd prefer to not, if it's okay with you.
I have standards. Thank you very much.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
I was like, I don't know.
I mean, my carry for today is a CRKT. How high could they be?
Good point.
I mean, it's a working CRKT, so
Yeah.
got
You
some
don't have
standards.
anything in your collection starting with CR that's worth anything anymore.
Oh shit! Hurtful but accurate. At least comparatively speaking. Yeah.
Woof.
Well,
I hate you.
maybe one
As
day.
my customers say, I hate you. I'll take it.
A little bit.
Yeah. On the nose.
Oh well, I'd rather not take it there if possible.
Anyway, yeah. So the one, Chunky Monkeys.
Or Microburst, Chunky Monkeys,
Or,
but
yes,
also the one, Chunky Monkeys. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
we'll get there. But
Did we mention it has buttons and balls?
yeah, I think we did.
Buttons and balls.
It's got both, man. It's got both.
Sometimes you got to button up your balls.
No, those are on two different sides, sir. Yeah.
Before we get to that, I had a photo in here kind of highlighting the jimping on this thing for the flip open. It's very comfortable.
So we can talk about the action for a second on this bad boy.
Yeah.
So the way that they put those jimps and how small the blade is, and it makes you kind of get all up over top. You have no choice but to like snappy this thing open. I don't think you can half deploy this knife. Like
not with your index finger.
Between the detent and the jimp placement.
Like I could, and this isn't the most comfortable way to open this knife, but you could use your thumb to like slow roll it. But for your index finger, it's too easy to just snap. Now it's open.
I would just push the button and slow roll it open, I think, if I was trying to be more discreet about it.
You've been carrying your lone wolf too much.
Yeah. It's a button lock. What else am I going to do with it?
Well,
although,
but this motion as you're doing it tells me. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So I think these pivots came in a few different configurations. I really like the fluting on this one. And I really like that the button for the lock also has the same kind of like grooves cut into it. It's a nice touch. It's cool.
Yes, there was 3 flavors to choose from. The other 2 had a checkered pattern on the sundial, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only one that had the sundial on the sundial.
I think it's the right choice. I like the fluting.
I agree.
It's highfalutin.
And I think the solid G10 rather than the broken up, I also personally kind of like more too.
I would agree. I also like the fact that they left space for the pocket clip and they still put an inlay on that side and didn't just inlay the front side.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. If you actually look at the triple inlaid versions, the reason that they're triple inlaid on the front side is they actually put that same inlay on the clip and matched the triple inlay on the back side. So they have matching inlays, which makes those ones slightly cooler or coolier, as it were.
Coolish.
I see. So it's got kind of a split there. I see. Okay. At least the lines mirror each other. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that is neat.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dick Richards, how we doing, sir? What you carrying?
What up?
The one we got is pretty cool, though. I
still think it's the winner.
Yeah.
Of the chicken dinners.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a shot highlighting the centering and the hollow grind, because this thing has a hollow grind. I don't know if you guys noticed the hollow grind on this thing, but Jesus, this thing has a hollow grind.
It wants to get you like a Yojimbo does.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this slowly and surely on screen. I feel like Dick Richards will appreciate that. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna.
You just put your wolf away.
Yeah. It's gonna bark.
You gotta leave it alone, Paul.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although he does appreciate that, so.
Yeah. So definitely the shortest in their collection of one-handed folders at the moment. Yes, they do slip joints too, but for the one-handed stuff, this is the smallest.
You need to name a knife that, Joe.
What's that?
You need to name a knife that. The one-handed stuff.
Oh, the one-handed. No, it's got to be a double action though at the front. There's no other. Come on.
There you go.
If you don't play into it, like what? Yeah. Of the two we're going to talk about tonight, I think this is the more fidgety, more fun. Both have really smooth actions, but this guy's really zippy.
I really like the action on this thing.
Yeah.
It's really nice off that.
Yeah, action's a 10 for me on this one.
Yeah.
As far as the playing with it factor, it's pretty cool. And whether it's the button, whether it's the flipper, and it's not actually a flipper when it's open, so I can appreciate that.
It's quite fidgety. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't give you all the issues that an actual flipper does as far as getting in your way and mangling up cuts and stuff.
There are other ways of solving that issue, but I like. So immediately, what came to mind was the Akuchi, and the Akuchi, it's close, but the jimping is very fine. So it's not like you could have an easily failed deployment off of it, but it doesn't feel as good as the larger, heavier jimping that this thing has. Like it really
it beats my Wii knives. What the hell is that thing called? The Eldris?
No. Eidolon?
Eidolon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It beats that, and that had a really nice top flapping action, very similar to this. Top flapping.
Top flapping.
You ever just flap your tops?
Well,
no, stop now.
I was gonna say
VG10.
Anyway.
VG10, you said?
Yes. So I got questions about the VG10 because I have heard through a particular grapevine that Begg runs their D2. I want to say like 61, 62, or even a little bit higher than that.
Correct, sir.
Which is significant.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know about their VG10.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, it'd be a really good sales tool to have to be like, hey, did you know this thing is ridiculous? But also, it wouldn't make sense for them to do like anything else at this point, as far as this is concerned. And this definitely exists in a price point where I feel like you could be paying for that, extra care and attention that goes to it.
VG10 and like kitchen knife hardness would be pretty sick.
Well, given the geometry on this thing, I mean, the hollow grind, that thing would stay sharp for fucking ever. Like
that's what I mean. Yeah. Just don't bounce it off any hard things.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Just don't do it, Joe.
I refuse.
Stop. Get some help.
No, I refuse to get help. We know is what is the proper response to that for the record. So I've, been pretty vocal about my support for VG10 and stuff. But that being said, this is a very well machined knife, to be clear, but this is not a very cheap knife either.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you guys
let me also say
that?
let me preface that is I do not know if they're actually up on Cutting Edge Cutlery Code's website for online sale. Visit in-store for in-store pricing. In-store pricing means, some guys who know some guys. But also their own price point on like Knife Center's website is like 150, or even on Begg Knives website is 149 US for the Kirby Lambert 1.
154 or something in VG10's not so bad.
No.
So 149 US.
Yeah.
Of the bald eagle dollars. But that's still, again, kind of up there in the polar bear dollars, right?
Yeah. That's what, 180, 190?
So
CAD? As a direct.
Yeah.
One of the things about Begg Knives' website is if their knife is not available for sale, they don't actually have it up listed on their website, even in catalog to look at, other than the fancy custom versions. So you can't go through Begg Knives' website and scroll their catalog if they're sold out of that model. Thankfully, they have the One as an available model that you can kind of sneak some peeks and look at their stuff directly on their website. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah,
of lame.
don't like that
That's a
at all,
shame.
really.
So
For the amount of work, oh wow, I'm really ghosting out here. It's getting darker outside. Um, so for the amount of work that's going into making this knife, I don't feel like it's a terrible price. Usual caveat of if you like the design and you like the way it feels in hand, you'll probably like it. It's a fine knife, sure, but even outside of that, there's enough designy elements and attention to detail nonsense going on here where it's like, no, I think this is on average substantially nicer than what you would otherwise get for the money, if that makes sense. Like this feels like that. Um,
well, like the only thing that people are going to complain about, and they are going to complain about it, is the VG10 for that price.
yeah,
But that's not factoring in ball clips with multiple G10 inlays and aluminum backspacer and not just plastic, and ball bearing with button lock and milling on the pivots and
and two
Milling on the
designers to
inside and two
yeah, still is
designers
another
and
thing. And two different designers' names to be tagged with that. Ground fog, how you doing? What are you carrying?
yeah. What is up?
Yeah, so all those things, yeah, this price isn't terrible.
We've talked about it in the past too when we were talking about like the Tengu from Benchmade and Jared Ogier. What is a microburst cost from Rod Olson?
Your soul, sir.
to
Your
get
Yeah.
soul.
on the low
So-
end. I've seen like what, like 2.5K
Yeah, I
American.
was
So-
gonna say like 2,200 maybe.
Yeah,
This is targeting an audience that likes those knives, can't necessarily afford them at the multiple thousands of dollars, but still would really like to have a nice knife at the end. Like it's kind of catering to that like slightly more not custom but like fancier.
it's what CRKT tries to do with most of their product catalog. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
not cheaping out quite as badly as CRKT sometimes does.
Yes, while holding a more premium quality overall. Yeah.
Yes, and I think they did a good job of that. Yeah, I think you're completely right on it.
And I think VG10 even at that higher hardness, hopefully, we don't know that for sure, but there's pretty good reason to believe that that's probably the case.
Yeah.
It's probably going to perform pretty darn nice. It's probably going to be like a lot of people would experience like a 154 or something like that.
And if you're heat treating your VG10 correctly, you should be getting like 154 CM level performance. You absolutely should be. I've gotten it with a fair few of my Spydercos. Who says it's not happening here? And that hollow grind, like even just the sheer geometry. Not that I think people are looking for like what's the best box cutter available and they're buying this. I don't think this is that. But it is hollow ground and thin as shit. So I mean, like it's absolutely gonna slice.
Yeah, it's a sweet little knife.
Yeah, I really like this thing. I'm happy it exists. And if this is the price point that it needs to be at in order for them to remain profitable, and by all means,
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. I think and I feel like we've been approaching this for a long time, but it's like we're kind of past the best bang for your buck style of viewing the knife hobby in general. It's just like you can get D2 for $50 Canadian, so like under 20 American on sale in certain instances at a decent hardness. And
we review a lot of that as well, though, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't think there's anything wrong with also talking about something that's a little bit nicer. That may not be white gloves appropriate, but at least it's,
Well, this is the kind of knife that like I'd be happy to like and proud to like show off to people. Not because it's necessarily weird in the same way that I like to show off weird shit, but like this is just a very nicely considered and machined object. Like it's very, and there's not a lot of Civivi models I can think of off the top of my head that would be like that. For instance, like there would have to be something a bit pushing that a little bit forward.
Well, they've found their own lane for sure when it
Yeah.
comes to the Begg knives. Like it's compared to the Civivis and like all the other kind of washed out kind of brands that are playing the cut and dried repeat green micarta ball bearing
Mm-hmm.
flipper button lock access lock
Yep.
something dark side. Yeah.
This one kind of like blurs the line between the high-end Civivi and the more budget-friendly Wii, I would say.
Yeah, but I would almost say, and maybe this is actually, huh? Guys are making me think now. But that's kind of like, well, yeah. How dare you? First of all,
That's what you get.
but like for a while now, it's kind of been seeming like, oh yeah, the Wii stuff is kind of a little bit samey, and not all the time. You know, if they have a good designer on board, it seems like they can still pump out some pretty cool stuff. But a lot of their in-house designs just feel a lot samesies. Been wondering why that feeling has been the case lately and not previously, and maybe it's because the novelty of these super crisp ball bearing button lock actions is just kind of, it's had its time, and now that is kind of the, it's accepted that this is a standard that exists even in the budget knife world. It's not necessarily enough to stand out anymore, and this knife certainly does have the button lock and the crisp action and the ball bearings, but it also does a lot more on top of that. Maybe that's why it's, this is so attractive to me in that way, I guess I should say.
I was going to make a speculation that maybe it's because there's a lot more production companies seem to be playing a safer game of like in-house design recently.
Dude, that's the other thing too, and it's one thing where like a lot of the Kershaw, and we talk about this guy often enough. I really should remember his name by now, but the lead for Kershaw's design team, like
Yes.
anytime you see that little logo and it's like he's had his hands in it kind of deal, and it's very much like a Kershaw design language. Like they probably follow a design guide that they've written
Yeah.
for this kind of stuff, because it all feels like, yeah, this is distinctly Kershaw. Um, a lot of the Wii stuff, for instance, or the Sencut stuff, or even some of the Kaiser stuff, some of the the other Chinese manufacturing. It, like, unless there's a specific designer whose custom work they're translating into a budget piece, it does feel very washed out, very samey.
Yeah.
To Dick Richards' last comment, I don't know if your ball bearings are caged, but they need to be.
Yeah. lock them up.
Fantastic.
Yeah. No IKBS over here.
Nope.
They just
Lavio would not stand for that shit. It's
loosen in a track. Yeah.
There's acceptable loss.
There it is.
Awful. So yeah.
We've come full circle.
Do we have any closing thoughts on Microburst, or?
Well, I mean, okay, so handle ergos. Like, yeah, stout little thing. So what it doesn't actually quite fill out a forefinger. It's not quite, but what it doesn't go this way, it goes this way, because everything else kind of fills out your hand. That even though it might be a tight fit for the full four fingers, the width on it is silly town. It's thicker than an Adonis type of idea, right? Like it's
thicker than a Snickers. It also does that thing that we like on a lot of knives that are smaller, where it gives that the back cut a bit of an angle to it. So your pinky may not get a full flat grip, but it can tuck up against that and still have some security.
Like the little ridge on this guy. Yeah, it does do that. Yeah.
For the record, Paul, I'm going to go buy a Snickers chocolate bar, and we're using that as a new size.
Thickness? Yeah, right.
Okay, but it's got to be the same Snickers bar, and it has to like slowly deteriorate over the years so that you can track the time.
So every week you can just time lapse the aging of said Snickers bar.
Yeah. Oh, gross! I love it.
I'm so sad for that Snickers bar. I was going to suggest you could take a bite every time, but no.
I was going to say don't be. I'm sure Snickers have gone through worse.
So. Yeah, that's fair.
I was going to say, how does that make it a size comparison? If it keeps getting smaller, Paul, how does that work?
Thickness. It's a thickness gauge.
I guess.
It's not a length gauge.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of psychopath would eat a candy bar like sideways? I mean, don't do it.
You ever eaten Three Musketeers, sir? You eat the chocolate first and then the nougat. Yeah.
I don't like thinking about
Messy.
that. I'd rather think about knives.
Yeah, that's fair.
No lefty compatibility. That's a bit of a shame, and a running trend with these kinds of knives, unfortunately. I think it was even said during the last review that we did. Dennis had, I forget who you had heard this from, but he had effectively said, like Alice, effectively, we'll start caring about lefties when they're more than 10% of the population or something like that.
They'll start making left-handed knives when they run out of right-handed people.
Okay, so a much gentler explanation of that sentiment, but yeah.
And I don't normally agree with the mentality of like, but if you put a space for a clip on the left hand side, then it messes with the lines. But the lines on all of these knives are so nice.
It would be
Okay,
a
the
shame to
one is
break it up.
the one is symmetrical enough you can get away with it.
You could, but it looks so
Yes.
nice just the way it is.
Well,
It looks like a Leon Ma and a Siebert had a baby.
it does look a little seabirdy, and I think that mostly comes down to the fuller that comes out from underneath the scale there. We should probably
Yeah.
jump into talking about the one now.
It's certainly not a criticism.
Oh, we're not
by
going to
any
have a
stretch.
grading scale for the microburst? Come
on.
Just microaggressions against it, apparently. I broke
Is that
Joe.
a memoir? Microaggressive?
Microaggressions. Thank you very much.
Oh, I hate it.
This whole left-handed charade
I had something.
needs to stop immediately.
I had something halfway clever to say too, but you completely blew it out of my brain. Like there's nothing left.
Just... like a shotgun blast. Flat.
Yeah, it's just a leaky cavity.
I gave it the old Kurt Cobain.
God. Well, ceiling's still white, so well. I mean, I guess you could. I was gonna say would give either of these ones a ranking of 2.5 men.
Is that like 7 grams?
No, it wasn't a reference to the weight. It was the fact that there's 2 designers involved in one production company. No.
Charlie Sheen had a show called 2.5 Men, and he smoked rocks that were 7 grams.
Shit!
Claimed in an interview.
Okay, well, I knew about the 2.5 men thing, but I didn't know about the 7 grams. Good for him.
When he had the tiger blood back in the day.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, 100%.
I am going to score it the entire New York State in the year of 1995. Because then a microburst hit the state of New York, causing $500 million in losses. And for those who don't know, a microburst is basically a tiny tornado that comes in such a small, fast, come and gone type of thing that quite often they cause more damage than a tornado does.
I want you to know I made it to 24 minutes and 59 seconds before you went on your innuendo train there.
Well, faster, harder, stronger.
That's it.
Quicker.
All the above.
Yeah.
Yeah, there and gone again.
And for the record, if you look at East Coast, has got PEI, Ottawa. Yeah, it's all sorts of East Coasty action. Western University, Southwest Ontario. Someone else. Where is that other place?
Which one? Sorry.
Lots of different places in Eastern Canada apparently experience microbursts. So.
Noted. I was not aware.
Winds are consistent of F1 tornadoes, caused winds of over 100 miles. So New York State 95, $500 million from a microburst.
That's fun.
There you go.
That's happy news.
The New York State.
I see.
So you gave it $500,000 out of
$500 million.
Oh, there you go. That's a lot.
But it was in 95, so it was worth even more. Inflation, you see.
That's many billions.
Anyway, that's all I got.
You get a score there, Joe? I'm struggling to come up with one.
Yeah, no, I thought whatever halfway clever thing I had, it's still gone.
Shut up, John.
You just
Shut up.
scored 150 tiny tornadoes. It's a microburst.
It's a lot of tornadoes. Just little guys.
Yeah, I got nothing. It's a cool knife. Play with it. You should buy it.
I'm so off my game when it comes to giving a good score.
Yeah, I
used
actually
to think about it for days. I used to be better than I am now.
Be better than that, Paul.
Oh,
better than I was before.
Did either of you guys stuff this thing in your pocket, by the way? How's the clip?
Oh yeah. Well, pocket Oreos, it's a chunky monkey, but also ball clip. Ball clip. It's fantastic. Everyone should ball clip it up.
218.
Yeah, Paul, just
That's the one thing that the one didn't have. It's got milled clips and tight as F milled clip compared to a ball clip.
I thought I had a picture that was better than this, showing off the clip. It's on some little standoffs. Yeah.
They pulled a CRKT with that. I'm just saying.
Yes, but they did a good job. They actually gave a relief cut to the underside of the spring clip, so there is some tension to it. Yeah, they care.
The ballsies?
I take it all back.
They actually put just a little bit more effort, like just a.
Any complaints I had, I removed.
Yeah. So the one thing I'm realizing with the ball clips is that you get all the retention you need to be able to keep it in your pocket, but it doesn't shred your pocket going over the seams nearly as much as anything else.
That'd be nice.
Wire clip is the only thing that even is remotely close.
Do you know why that is?
Because of contact and surface contact and science, sir.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
What do you mean the milled clips don't have goodness?
Balls?
So
yeah. All the surfaces.
The reason why they have to use, well, they don't have to, but the reason why these larger ball bearings are better for these ball clips is because it'll help guide material under the pocket without creating too much of a pinch point. Like if you took the ceramic ball bearing off the end of, I had my little fire striker thing here from Real Steel, that silly little blue thing. Yeah, like if you took this guy, that little thing, come on, that would shred your pocket. Not in the same way that like a cold steel clip would, but it would drag and pinch over a finer surface area. Whereas because your pant material has a given thickness to it, it's going to squish down under that ball. So I know that some companies tried to do some thinner, some more smaller bearings. Like I think Rook actually had a couple of they had cones and then a small little bearing on the end of it that was supposed to hit your pocket. And I think they, ironically, kind of missed the point by making the clip contact area more pointy. It just increased the tension over a smaller area, leading to worse wear. Just kind of funny how that all ended up shaking out.
I don't know which knife did it. It was probably a combination of all of them, but I've been wearing this knife with the pocket clip inside the pocket because it's all shredded, so it just slides inside. It's real covert.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's no knife there at all.
The old pocket slide,
Yeah. Wow. You just got to open up the inside of your pocket a little bit, get in there.
What happens when you've got a clip like that?
You need a lot of space.
What about this?
Slide that in there. Yeah, exactly.
I like that knife, Joe, but I hate that clip so much. I hate it.
But
I hate it.
Comfy, sir. It's so comfy.
If I had more effort, pull out a mini skirmish or a mini onslaught and put you all the shame.
Oh man, I don't know if I have a pocket clip that's as fucked up as the pocket clip on the mini or on the the onslaught. It's like you just said it. Oh, I got some weird ones, but it's just not as weird. It's just not as
So
weird.
we want to jump over to the one.
Yeah, we should probably do that. We're a little overdue for it.
And only.
Let me close a bunch of this because we don't need all these photos open. There we
Probably
go.
like half of them.
Oh, I got rid of all of them. I can reopen them if need be, but
How dare you? J'accuse.
yeah, so the one. Not the only, but, you know.
No, but that every time you say the one, I hear the rest of the song in my head. I can't stop it.
There's your
Only you.
I can't
Is that the
stop it.
song you hear?
No.
Only
You are
you.
the one and only.
No,
So
that's not right.
That's what I hear every time.
I will just say that I am kind of a big fan of JVO's logo. That tiny little V hiding away.
It does tuck away nicely.
It sure does. And then we have possibly the largest maker's mark I routinely see on knives. Just the big old spider Lambert. Like, oh shit. So
how long can that one leg go? All the way, sir.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah. Anyway,
Swaggies
I
are
just
too
found it
long.
very funny that you have like one of the smallest logos I've ever seen and one of the biggest on this just chunky knife. Jesus, I thought this thing was gonna be like Adamas sized when I first saw pictures of it. I thought it was just gonna be a monster, and it kind of is a monster, but
it's like a mini Adamas sized.
A 3-inch bladed monster.
Yeah, it's still smaller than a mini Adamas too, though, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like
it is. Yeah.
that would have been a good size comparison. Damn it. Didn't think about that one too hard. Well, here's another size comparison. Dennis.
To be fair, we didn't have any
brought in
minis at the shop.
Oh, we didn't at the time. I didn't even think.
Yeah,
about
there's
that.
just two
That's
of
too
us that
funny.
own them. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
Can't
got a
sorry.
Pena here.
So got some specs. Oh yeah, Pena Rhino. Look at that thing. That's similar in design language because Jared designed both of them or helped. Yeah. So specs on the one, you say?
Yeah.
3.07, so hint over 3-inch blade. Overall 7.28. Blade thickness 1.49. I don't know what that is in mils either. Recurved Tonto blade with the hollowest of grinds.
It's like a 3.6 millimeters thick, I think.
Interesting. This particular version of the Green G10 with bolster lock. 5.7 ounces, designed by Jared Van Otterloo and Kirby Lambert collabs.
It's a
Canadian lads.
It's a fucking brick.
Is Rod Olson also Canadian?
Correct, sir.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of Canadian.
I knew that they were
lately.
doing that, but I couldn't remember if he was also. That's really cool. Canada. I really like the fact that they did the G10 ring around the pivot.
Yes.
And straight off of like the Pena was a great example of like that same kind of language.
I'll jump back to that for a moment here. They've done that on a few of their knives. Like, actually, come to think of it, so far all of these have pivot collars. Yeah, the Astio, yeah, Daimichi. Yeah, they like their steel frame locks and steel liner locks. But yeah, pivot collars.
I just noticed something too when you were showing a picture of the pocket clip from the side. Just again, good design where you can see the screw hole for like the side panel is distinctly in front of where the pocket clip lands.
Yep.
So that they don't interfere with each other.
So the teeth of the screw won't shred the shit out of the fabric of your pants.
Yeah.
Because that's never happened before. I'm not bitter. There's one or two knives in my collection that's done that. Yeah, and even simple stuff like having a steeper ramp towards the front of the knife, and then having a more shallow ramp. Yeah, more shallow ramp towards the pivot, and then having a steeper curve towards where the pocket material would sit when it's in your pocket. Smart.
Yeah,
Easier to put
easy in,
away.
harder to come out.
Yeah, it's a good. That is the one thing that I would say that a ball bearing pivot does not have on a machine clip. A machine clip, you could really fine tune how the material of your pocket is going to interact with it. Um, just in terms of like pinch points and things like that, like how much force it'll take to actually get over it in one direction versus another.
Get over it, Joe.
I don't want to. Uh, I do like that this is not deep carry. It was given how short this knife is, and I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but the way it sits in my hand, in particular, this knife, if it had a deep carry clip, I feel like that would have been more pinchy, like I usually bitch about, where it's like that style comes right up to the edge. This
I
actually,
also feel that if it was a deep carry clip, that you would have bitched about it as well.
yeah,
Like it's,
but
Yeah.
given how short the
we're in agreement there. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. No, I actually agree. Ergos wise, I think I actually agree with you. I don't hate milled clips. The Pena Rhino's got it. Like it's I put one on my Techno.
I like the look of them, and
Yeah.
I even like the feel of them sometimes. But I do like this one.
This one has a dedicated downwards ramp. That's not something that I often see on machined clips. It's cool to see here.
It can be an upward ramp too. You just need to try hard enough.
Look,
Joe.
a dedicated downwards ramp is definitely my memoir.
Dude, fuck, that's awful. I'm happy I wasn't drinking.
Yeah, you're
Olympic
welcome.
ski jumping life.
Yeah,
Like it's downward ramp.
Oh,
What's
See
at
you
the
at
bottom?
the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. See you at the bottom.
It's the exact opposite of Michael Chandler. See you at the top, but with the same energy, really, when you think about it.
you guys are so fucking depressing.
So, in hand, you say.
Yeah, in hand. That harpoony
It's-
ramp is nice for your thumb.
It's a recurve Tanto, by the way.
Yeah, I like it, but it's kind of
Harpoon and not a Tanto angular blade in any way. If you just took out the compound grind, they wouldn't call it a Tanto.
Yeah, it's more Japanese Tanto than it is Americanized.
Well,
for sure.
it looks like a Ken Onion recurve speed bump without all the grindies.
don't
Like
worry
if you
about
actually look at the edge platform and the blade shape, it's
You know what
like a
though?
harpoon.
You know what it also reminds me of actually is a Chavez. Chavez has this design language a lot, and I like it. So there, take that. One of those.
Well, Chavez has got the grindies. They like
Yeah.
their compounds.
That's it. They like that hollow grind in the rear and full flat in the front,
But
or saber in the
no
front.
thumb plates, no thumb discs, and no harpoonies. So
No poons. You're right. No harpoons.
I got you, Poon. I got your Poon right here.
Chavez has
Chavez?
got a harpoon?
No.
You
Actually,
show me a Chavez harpoon. I want to see it.
I was gonna say, I think there was it one of the kickstop variations. Didn't one of those have a harpoon spine?
I don't know.
These things.
I don't know.
I
Anyway.
will say this is one of the few times that I actually really enjoyed a thumb disc. It flicks.
Yeah.
Real nice.
One of the few times.
Yeah, I'm a hater.
It's all the time, bitch.
Nah. Certainly not.
Thumb disc is awesome. You give Bob Terzola the credit he deserves, sir.
Hey, he can have it. It's great.
He can have it. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it away from me.
He wants.
Yeah.
Can have raining.
I will take them off my knife and I will mail them to him.
Oh
He can
man.
have
What are
them.
you gonna open your knife with?
Well, I'm gonna take the back end of a 9mm gun casing, or bullet casing. You see, I'm gonna drill it out. Cut it down.
Yourself. I say
Yeah.
it's being depressing. It's
It's like that's a lot more work than I would have been willing to put into it. But
Also,
More the
speaking of
cleanup
depressing,
afterwards,
is
it's
definitely
more
another
oh,
about
memoir.
Paul, I do have a shell here that I don't have any use for. If you want to use for anything.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Although this is a 500 Smith & Wesson, so it might be a bit big.
Okay, we might talk, actually. I needed a larger casing for this. I was making a pipe tamper.
Well, just so for a size comparison next to my thumb, it's not the biggest round in the world, but it sure kicks like a motherfucker.
No doubt.
But, yeah.
It might get cut down in length, but
So,
I could definitely...
Begg Knives One, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got ideas.
Fit and finish is great. This did not read like an example of how to use stonewashing to hide your shit surface finishing. This actually looks really well executed.
It's actually funny because I was going to say, yeah, they beat the shit out of that black DLC as good as any of them.
They did, but like they're not hiding like water jet lines on the side of the. Like they properly sat and finished everything first, and then did the surface treatment afterwards. It looks like they actually cared.
I really do like that, like dark oxide or whatever, or I don't know if it's DLC that they did or whatever it was that darkened it up before the stonewash. That combo of dark with a nice heavy stonewash looks really nice.
It's a good contrast for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you can see it really well in this picture, but the 3D contouring on this clip that matches the contour of the handle, like it. Yeah, this is a comfy knife. It's a really comfy knife. Chamfered too, like it looks nice.
Also, really good action. It's a theme for the night.
It's got some pop.
It does pop.
She pops. What is the backspacer? It's G10,
like
I think.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I think it's G10. It looks layered like it's G10.
It does look layered like it's G10.
Maybe
it's an onion.
No, I don't think he was involved with this one.
From Hawaii? No.
No.
It doesn't actually say
Vidalia.
I'm a little sad that the backspacer was either not steel and black wash to match, or green G10 to match the handles. It could be that they just didn't like the look of the green, black, green, black, green, but I think it would have looked nice.
And yeah, in that picture,
match would have been nice.
It's 100% G10, right?
Yeah. What was that, Paul?
I agree with you that I kind of think that I would have liked the green G10, but I don't hate this execution. It does keep it more separated.
It looks fine. Yeah.
Nice and symmetrical.
And it did keep, especially with the black stonewashed bolsters, it does keep some uniformity with like all three models. So it's not like sometimes you see 3 or 4 variations where I'm like, you should not have put that thumb stud on that thing type of thing. It looks just weird, and you knew they were trying to cheat, right? Whereas this one does get away with using the same backspacer, but it's got the same black wash bolster on all three to match that, to give that kind of dark vibes on all three, no matter whether it's got a satin blade or not, right?
That is fair. And sorry, Paul, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say it probably saves them on production cost too, because they're making one type.
Yeah, you just do one setup and cut all your backspacers same thickness out of the one black G10. That actually makes a lot of sense, because you could really maximize the amount of product you're getting out of it.
You do have the black, completely blacked out version where it's a black wash blade as well as a black G10. And so obviously that one with the black G10, because there's 3 versions of the one you can get, right?
I thought there was like a blue and an orange too, though.
Can we see the internet, Joe? I want to see these other variations.
I haven't seen a blue. There's an orange.
Yeah,
and a green.
I could be wrong. I thought I saw blue though. Maybe it was just wishful thinking, because I thought a blue would look cool.
When you say orange, you're talking.
Oh, that looks kind of cool. The black and black
orange?
and black.
Like the one that I would want.
Yeah.
The one that I would want, but I thought that the green would sell better. You sons of bitches. Yeah.
That is good looking though, with the all blacked out. That does look nice.
Black, orange, and green. Okay, I must have just hallucinated the blue, but
you looked at the orange too long, and the green turned blue on you.
Oh, maybe, yeah. That orange does look nice. Everything reminds me of that Rubicon Spyderco.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's a nice orange though. That's cool. I
But
don't.
but again, with whether it's got the satin blade or whether it's got the blacked out blade,
I'm.
the the black G10 spacer actually does go with all three because of the.
You're 100% right, and I hate to say it, but damn, that the all black one actually looks super cool.
It's got some like sleeked out vibes to it for sure.
It's
Yeah,
stealthy.
but not like cheap because there's a couple of knives that have just been like black on black and black, and it's like, hey, I don't know, it really cheapens up the joint.
No, it's almost like it's a different stonewash on the blade than it is on the bolster.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I was going to say, actually, is that it reminds me a lot of the QSP vault, the all blacked out vault,
Yeah.
where it's all black, but each thing is a different treatment, so it looks more cohesive rather than just being spray painted black.
I think you're 100%
I got
right.
government mandated. I'll be back in 30 seconds here, guys.
Sounds good. Because
yeah,
I like the vault the way it is, but you're right. That black on black option is pretty hot.
And I would probably go that same direction that you went, but I do like the all blacked out one.
I don't hate it is the thing, and it's funny now, like just to see more options become available over time. Because again, historically, I would really not be interested in an all black option of almost anything. I say that even with a fact right here that's all black that I specifically chose because we had access to the satin version at one point. But
it almost came full circle because everything at one point was all blacked out. So having things that aren't it brings back the novelty of being fully blacked out, and with better treatments like this where it's not just black.
Well, and
it's not just.
I wish that there was better customer and honestly vendor education on some of this stuff too, because, and I don't know if anyone out there in our chat has any insight into this, but like there are different kinds of oxide treatments for knives. So if they just say black oxide treatment, that doesn't necessarily mean like your basic PVD. It could be a number of different things. It could be like there's a vapor deposition, deposition or
deposition.
Yeah. There's ways of getting this kind of finish, which are far more durable than what you would see on other examples. So it becomes like this guessing game of like, yeah, black oxide finish, but how shitty is this going to look in like a week? Because it took a long time for my fact to wear down, but it's still nowhere near as durable a black oxide finish as I've had on like my. I'm drawing a blank here, but I have a couple of the black knives that aren't DLC that have lasted a long time, is what I'm getting at. Now, given that this is stonewashed, and man, I really like how in these photos of the black blade you can see like the transition lines in the grind are nice and bright.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good look. Yeah, it's subtle, but it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't think. Like, if you like the lines of this knife, I think any color option, honestly, is pretty solid.
Yeah, I really do like that orange one as well. It's not quite as, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the surface finish. It doesn't seem to be quite as bright as like the Subvert orange.
It would be hard to say unless I saw it in person for me to comment on that, I think.
Yeah,
it might just not be polished as much.
Online like pics of in person, and it does. It actually looks almost bang on, dude.
Does it? Okay.
The Subvert and the Rubicons and the Fireflies and the
People don't think about it too, but like freshly machined G10 that maybe goes from workshop to photography room like this.
Yeah.
G10 will actually darken up the more you handle it to a point. This may not be quite as vibrant, yeah. So.
And it's nice that too, though it does show off the grind lines both in the orange as well as the green one that you had the photos of originally. I like seeing the layers.
Yeah, it's such a nice knife overall. I after reading the specs and seeing how big the thing actually was going to be, I didn't think I was going to like it nearly as much. I don't know which.
And then you flicked it open for the first time, and you were like, "No, I'm sold."
Yeah, it's like, oh god, damn. Like, well, even the reverse flick on this thing is super snappy.
Yep.
Like, outside of Spidey holes or opening holes in general, I think reverse flicking thumb plates, if you can get it dialed in enough that works, that's a sales point for right there.
Yep. Almost makes me overlook the plate.
Yeah, I think you should overlook that plate because it's kind of a nice plate.
You gotta look over it. It gets in the way. So you gotta,
Yeah. I was just trying to see
it's
if
a
I could.
blind spot when you're trying to fucking change lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if I could go Dennis into an argument again.
Well.
Poke the bear.
Nah, screw you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll go to hell.
Also valid.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So yeah, good times. Good times.
I think that's all my photos too. I have one here of a top down. Yeah, you can
Just
see
reset your timer there, Paul.
Yeah. The old top-down view. This.
I would have
Yeah.
liked to see which one was chunkier, the Microburst or the one. Put them on a Snickers side by side.
We do need a Snickers. It's fate.
You know, I don't have a side by side, I don't think, but I do have two different photos. And these are not quite to scale. It's close. Man. If I remember.
I think the Microburst wins.
I think it does.
Yeah.
It is a Chongus.
Didn't even talk about, bolster lock, but like, shit. The amount of material removal necessary for the G10 onlays is pretty significant. It's comfortable. Lock bar disengagement, perfectly fine. No qualms there for me, at least. No issues.
But it still gives you that like thick, like, what was that Benchmade? Was it the Vidar that had the thick titanium liners? Even a Subvert's liners.
Yeah.
Gives that kind of vibe.
Or it's just chunk.
Yeah.
The only other knife I've really. Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. The only other knife I've handled somewhat recently that was kind of like that was my original amphibian from Microtech, because they have that machined plate liner that gets pushed over by spring, and it has that similar kind of when it moves over. This kind of has that. Kind of nuts.
Kinda.
So if you're looking for a Lambert, production Kirby Lambert, that's not a Shockwave from Meyer Co. in 9CR.
Do they even still make that knife, PS?
They were available, like, even up to a couple of years ago. I remember looking, being like, how are they still making these things? And then they discontinued them. Or maybe ran out of stock out of the blister packaging.
They finally ran out, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably more accurate, yeah.
I actually don't know where else you would get in Lambert production. I don't really know.
Some of the Riot stuff, I think he's got his name on.
Riot stuff's quite a bit more pricey than this, though, hey? Yeah. In this price bracket, I think this is about the only option.
Again, though, I think that falls into what I was talking about with the Rod Olson design, where it's like, hey, you want one of his designs, it's not going to. It's going to be a tenth of what it costs to get a custom, maybe
and
less.
I think on the other note, it also leads into this, like, they're not just cut and pasting the same design that a whole bunch of these Chinese OEMs are.
Yeah.
They're taking stuff and actually taking designers and paying designers for good designs, and you can tell by their catalog that it's not just samesies as you're going through, and maybe one or two will actually grab your attention on design language, but it's still materials wise all the same. 14C28 and micarta and flippers and nitro V's and whatever else, right? Like, it's
absolutely. You can definitely see that, like, Todd Begg influence on the knives that have his design language in them. You can also definitely see the Javo and the Olson and the Lambert, as far as like their own particular style comes through in all these knives, which is really cool.
Each model stands out in their catalog.
Yeah.
Every model you look at, right? Like,
which is pretty significant,
while still sharing
too.
Design language.
Yeah. And it's funny because when people occasionally will ask, well, why pay the more money for a designer's knife? Why pay more money for this fancified? But then you line up all of these design knives, and then you line up all the stuff that is an in-house design not accredited, again, for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you get a lot more character with these, and that character definitely comes through here. For better, for worse. If you don't like recurved Tontos, then, I mean, okay, maybe look elsewhere. But in terms of the execution of the vision of these knives, it's like, yeah, this is discernibly one of their works.
We've made comments in the past about design by committee and what that kind of can lead to.
Yep. You can...
And I think you avoid that by going with one or two designers that complement each other's work and things like that, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, there's something to be said, too, for not nickel and diming your way into just a mediocre knife. Like,
yeah.
The fact that they decide, like, the Microburst doesn't have any contouring on the handle, but there's a ton of inlay work, lots of chamfering. We talked a lot about the ergos. This thing is fully contoured. It's not like they don't do some models that are very flat across the top, but this one's like fully contoured, and that's, I probably should focus on that just for a moment more, because we do tend to bring it up, like when we did the review of the Vault, like the fact that this thing was so heavily contoured, relatively speaking, heavily contoured compared to something very flat from this company. It's like, it's worth looking at. It's worth considering. Like, yeah, that takes more time, more energy. And you see it on Kirby and Lambert's knives. You see it on a lot of these higher end customs. So to have it here too, good stuff. And if that means that, like, and again, VG10 on this blade too, I still think that's a good thing.
I get nice deep hollow grinds
on
too,
the higher end
Yeah.
of things, but even with the Javo designs, like the curving on, like I got a round piece of titanium with a rhino, like it's
Yeah.
And so not compromising on the design, and instead perhaps in a way compromising on materials, in the sense that, like, if this knife was at Magna Cut, it would probably sell like hotcakes, right? But I mean, what doesn't with Magna Cut these days? But I think with going with VG10, and that possibly could have been a cost reduction move. I'm not 100% sure on that. But VG10 is not going to be as expensive as Magna Cut or as a powder metallurgy steel anyway.
VG10, 154 CM, both are very similar to steels that custom makers use a lot of the time too.
Yes.
As far as like RWL 34s and things like that.
Well,
so it kind of makes sense even in that kind of realm.
Yeah.
I
would agree 100%.
Like, we've all heard people make comments about, as far as the custom world goes, a lot of guys don't care what steel the knife is in. They're not going to cut things with it. They just want that knife because it's cool. When it comes, you know what I mean? Like, we've had custom makers make those claims to us. Insofar as, like, why would I not choose the steel that's easiest for me to do my best work on
and easily mirror polish and
exactly 100%.
There's something to be said for you want your knives to perform, you want them to do a certain thing well, but that often comes down to the geometry and the design language in the first place.
And I've been a 154 CM and a VG10 hater my entire time on this show, but arguably both of those are good performers. So in a functional knife, it works great. Like, with the few things that I've cut with this, it slides through like butter.
Are they going to perform a dance number? Is that how they're going to perform?
Sliding in on their knees. Yeah.
A little bit of power slide to start the number. Wow.
Yeah.
It's strong. It's a strong move.
With a K.
Strong. They end it with a death drop.
Is that from the cage?
No.
That's the people's elbow.
That's something else. Anyway.
That's not for the people. Yeah. So, scores?
It gets a 1.
You stole my line, Bart.
I knew to go somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'll give it 2.
I went, because there's 2 words in the name of the one.
There you go.
Side note.
The one, though.
It's just 1?
Isn't it called the one?
Nope.
It's called 1? Okay.
1.
I don't...
No, I just wanted to one-up you.
Do they talk about why they call it the one here?
I don't think so.
No. There's got to be some sort of internal reasoning for it, but I just like we bitch about ZT, name your knives.
I mean, they
And
did.
then
but
the Begg names a knife a number,
a number.
spelt out in letters. Like, what the fuck? That's got to be a troll, right? Because like all the other designs have names of some sort. This one's just one. It's not even the first knife. Like,
It does feel like a troll against ZT. It's probably not, but it feels like one.
oh, like I find it maddening and very funny at the same time. Like this one down here, which we haven't been able to play with yet. It's called the Sation. That's something.
That just means one in a different language.
I mean, I'm gonna look up the meaning of it now.
Yeah.
It means mind, spirit, soul, or heart.
I do like the look of that.
The Station?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna play with it. There's a tan birchwood version that looks kind of neat. And this one's no recurvy Tonto. Anyway.
We got away from our
I scored it 3. Because there's 3 ones.
Red button, save me.
Yep.
There's no save you button there. There's no button that can save you from this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
You'll always have the memories.
What are you, in the walls? You looking to get in that chest? Ches?
Yeah, start stabbing. See where it gets you.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. I'm in the walls. Come find me.
The walls, Paul.
Here's Johnny.
Police show up. What's wrong with him? Yeah. He says his manager's in the walls.
He says he's talking to people in the walls.
Oh, you're going to the insane asylum, Paul. It's too late.
Wee.
Yeah. They're coming to take you away.
The people in my computer are in my walls. Yeah, so good times. Begg Knives, go check them out. They're a winner. Little pricey, but lots of machining. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to.
And beautiful. And if you want a Lambert or a Begg or an Olsen or a JVO, here's how to do it without busting the bank. I only say that because I like all these designers and I don't want to take away from their like sales, but none of them are hurting for sales as far as I know. I think every single one of them is selling out as they're producing. So this is a great way to get something. Even if you bought this as you were waiting for your custom to be produced. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Well, how many people do we know that like would be more than happy to own like an original Lambert or Rod Olsen, but would never want to actually cut anything with it? They'd be very happy, but they also routinely buy knives in the like $300-400 price point range. They'd be happy to pick one of these up and actually use it.
Yeah, I'd cut stuff with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just happy that there are knives like this that exist in between, you know, the price bracket of like your high end CRKT, open air quotes there, and then your like entry level Riots. The fact that there's something in between there.
Did he use those words together? Did we just hear?
I mean, he did finger quote heavily,
and I did even say, you know, big old air quotes.
I mean, but yes, he did. How much of the finest S35 VN is in this knife?
We will shame him for the rest of his life about it, Dennis.
Yeah, that's all right.
I already have.
It's not. It's not S35. It's A2.
That's ominous for the record.
Yeah.
Gonna shame him for the rest of his life. I already have. Oh no.
Oh, I've filled the quota.
I see.
This is just for the
icing on the cake.
This is just for the sheer pleasure of it at this point. Yeah.
No, I thought it was more threatening than that.
Well, we somehow ended with a couple minutes left before 9 o'clock rolls around here. If there's anything else minor you guys wanted to talk about, or
I got one for Paul. He's gonna lose his mind.
Oh,
why must you do this to me?
Because I'm a dick. I'm such a dick. Jack Wolf Knives.
Jack Wolf, you say?
Uh-huh.
Jack Wolf Knives. And
I already
Jacob,
like it.
if you're in on this already, let me know. But homepage,
Yeah,
there's a knife called the Vampire.
there
Oh,
sure
I know
is.
this one. It's the Swell Center. Yeah.
The fixed C here.
It's their new fixie.
Oh,
Yeah, damn
well
son.
then.
Little
It's
leather pouch.
a. Oh no.
Oh yeah, damn son.
So there's a vampire hunter, and there's a vampire fixed C.
The fixed EDC.
Fix EDC. I see. Okay. So
Okay.
there's titanium handles. There's micarta.
The TI ones are the ones I noticed to begin with, but yeah.
Yeah. So I got a question here. These hunters, how big are these things?
You went back to the knife that I was not bragging to.
Sorry,
Oh.
I just wanted to look at a
That's
number.
Okay, so I'm scrolling down. The blade length on the new fixed EDC is a 3-inch blade, 6 inches overall.
So these are a little bit smaller than the hunters.
Yeah, the Hunter's a big boy.
That's kind of neat.
Biggie boys.
How big are the fingers?
Okay, so oh hey Paul, you'll like this S90V. The hunter is MagnaCut.
Hunter is 3.35 versus 3 inches on the nose.
Did I get that reversed?
Well,
no, you're right. S90 versus Magnus. You're right.
Do you think there's enough of a sharpening choil there to make a Kydex sheath for this? So I can neck or pocket carry it?
I would say make the Kydex sheath come up high enough onto the handle that it doesn't matter. Don't rely on the sharpening choil for it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It can be two things, though.
I gotta say, those triangular sharpening choils make me fucking nervous, especially on a fixed blade where you might actually pry with this thing.
Can you
might actually pry with a Jack Wolf dagger
in S90V?
Yeah.
In S90. There's a
fixed blade.
purple and black paper micarta, Paul.
Just
yeah, it's actually very pretty.
And there's a TI version for me, so everyone wins.
I like the TI too.
What is this?
No.
Smooth black bone with copper? Oh. Smooth black bone with copper, boys.
Oh, the black paper micarta has purple screws and stitching.
I told you I made your choice for you. Why didn't you listen to me the first time, Paul?
Well, I had to go and look to make sure that you were right. You might have been correct.
What? You treat me like a bitch here?
I hate that I like all of them, except, the Kieranite's not as exciting for me, but...
Yeah, but the name of it's kind of fun.
The Kieranite stuff, I'm more excited to see that on fixed blades. Way less chance of things going wrong there.
The True Blood DLC, you know.
The True Blood does... Is it a blacked out blade, too?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's fun.
The first time I saw Kieranite actually was on a fixed blade, Joe.
Really? What was that?
An old Lamech.
Really?
Many moons. Many of the moons ago. Let me see if I can find.
I've seen Kieranite on older CRKTs, and there was some company that doesn't exist anymore that used to use it.
Was it MTech?
No, unfortunately, they're going strong.
Right.
Apologies if you work at Micro or MTech.
No, don't apologize to them. They know what they did.
Yeah.
Oh, good God, I do like that purple, though.
Isn't it pretty?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. But look at the desert ironwood on this hunter. Shit.
You're welcome, boys. You're welcome.
Oh, God damn it.
And it's coffin handled for your coffin handling pleasure.
Have you seen these before, Dennis?
What?
Jack Wolf in Catalogues.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
No. You're a fool.
Hey, man. A man can hope and dream.
Their production batches are small enough that, I'd be surprised if they ever turned up in any meaningful capacity.
No, that's completely fair. Which means it's like a GEC. I'll never see one. except for the one that I already own.
They're less rare than GECs, though.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. Yeah, their situation's kind of weird. I feel like their fixed blades were kind of a bid to get into the broader market, just in terms of availability. There's a number of good interviews with the guy who runs Jack Wolf, because it's just him and like one or two other people, I think. But when they get to their stuff shipped in from China for manufacture, the quality standards are rather exacting because they tend to service the traditional market quite heavily. So, yeah, I was
I'm into it.
talking about this with someone else today, but getting like the ultra smooth fit and finish on a pinned construction is one thing, but getting it on a knife that you could disassemble, it's a different ball game. Yeah, so thanks for bringing this to Paul's attention, Dennis. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's what I do. It's what I do, sir.
Yeah.
Hollow ground S90 at that.
Yeah, it's got that ridiculous kind of
6061.
Paul, have you ever seen a video of some of their hologram blades where they turn into the camera to show how thin it is? Dude,
it weighs 1.6 ounces.
It's like a straight razor.
Yeah.
You gotta be real fucking careful with that S90V. But Jesus Christ, that thing will stay sharp forever.
Fuck all that. Oh, good God.
Hey, Joe, just for the record,
yeah.
I can't find the exact knife with the exact Curanite, but type in the Olamic RN45.
I like all the things about this.
With Curanite tossed in?
Well, you can't find the Curanite one. If you can, I'd be impressed. But it was orange lava Curanite on an RN45.
I see.
It's the first time I had ever seen.
That RN45 looks like one hell of a pattern. Jesus Christ.
It is one hell of a knife, dude.
What the hell? That's awesome.
15 years ago, I saw that thing. Paul, you need to look at an RN45.
Oh, sorry. I saw shadows outside, which was weird. Oh, I'm behind again. Huh.
With orange lava Curanite, and it was orange with like the black and white swirled through bright orange Curanite.
And it was called lava Curanite?
I'm sure it was orange lava Curanite or something like that.
I don't like it.
Am I misspelling Curanite?
Oh, it's so weird, dude.
I don't know.
That was
KIRINIT?
Yeah.
Renite. Yeah, there it is. Toxic orange. Toxic orange.
So, okay, well, there's somebody's little custom fixie from the looks of things.
It's not a lava. It might be.
Because that's these guys are claiming that's a orange lava Curanite.
Hey, there's an Alan Foltz custom minimalist with orange lava Curanite with CPM 154.
Device that was orange lava Curanite.
Discontinued. Yeah, it's discontinued. That knife was made so long ago. Anyway, yeah. So with an Olamic RN45, it's a messed up knife with a messed up handle. And I was like, what kind of knife world am I walking into here?
Yes.
Yeah. It's very phallic, let's say.
A little front heavy. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
The RN45?
Front heavy in the bell curve?
It's all right. RJ Martin just designed it. It's fine.
Well, if he designed it, then the swedge would have been sharpened, but the forward section would have been left dull. So don't worry about it.
I feel so weird about that knife.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Is it double-edged?
No, but I wish it was, but I don't think it is.
You would, Joe. You would.
Well, look at this fucking thing. You're gonna tell me that shouldn't be sharpened on both sides? Come on.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. You said you like it, and I said what I said.
Of course.
I still don't know if I like it. I just am quoting the fact that I saw a really messed up knife. I think it was the first time I had seen Olamic. I didn't even know they made pocket knives.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it looks like the primary grinds were put in place with like the compound grind, and then it was sharpened as if there was no compound grind there at all. There doesn't seem to be a crisp point where
No.
which I kind of like as far as like resharpening.
Yeah, this looks fun. I don't know what the hell I would do with specifically with a knife like that, but there's enough curves here I could figure something out.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
No, reset 2410.
Also, for the record, I love this kind of carbon fiber where everything looks like it's just like smeared and melting together. Like it's still a twill pattern, but it's like super dense. I don't think the the Skaha is kind of close to that, but
I was gonna say it's in the contouring maybe. It
maybe.
starts to smear.
But I fucking love that fat weave. Damn. Well, that's a Lamech I'll never get a chance to have. That's fine.
Oh, it's a thistle in the weeds as far as even like finding pictures of it and stuff. Like it's
A thistle in the weeds.
You know, if we go through
Oh.
Lamech's website, I wonder how far back their catalog goes.
Dennis is building up his like grandpa wisdom.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty all right.
Yeah, I'm not hating. It's just strong grandpa vibes there.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh, I'll worry.
We all pick our last cherry. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, look, a dagger.
Take that how you want to.
Oh, damn it. I brought this up to tease Paul, but then I saw the handle. Damn it. Is that a Damascus pommel? Fuck. That thing looks so cool.
Oh. It's got all the chevrons and shit.
Oh, man, I forgot how much I liked.
I forgot how much I want that Civivi dagger.
Yeah, that one's pretty. The Perfecto.
With the
How
Chevys.
dare you, sir, compare this thing to...
Oh, I'm not comparing. It reminded me of because of the Chevys. The Rons, you know? They go full Ron.
I wish they would attach a name. Most of their photos have names. Why doesn't this one? Why?
Because the street has no name. You see.
I see.
What is that one below the dagger with the... I don't know. It looks like a vulture's beak for a blade.
It's a fact fixed blade, I guess, just with not a fact handle.
That's a fact to you?
Or sorry, frenzy. Not curved enough, obviously, but yeah.
It kind of looks like that RN35 Nightmare that we just saw, just a Saxy Warncliffe version of it.
Yeah, same spine, different edge. Huh. Interesting.
It is something.
Nothing in the URL about a name for either of those. It's a damn shame. Okay,
now you got a name for it. This one's the damn shame.
All of these seem holy shit, was that an end grain carbon fiber for the... No, that's just the way they had it oriented. That's cool as hell. Oh god.
Heh.
All of these seem to be from 2017 according to the files though, so I wonder if they were all uploaded in 2017 or all these knives date from 2017.
I feel like one of those things is probably more likely than the other.
Well, these could be photos of older builds too, is the thing.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking, is that they're just re-uploads of designs.
Yeah, either way, I know Lamech is pretty well known for their folders, but damn, these fixed blades look pretty sick. 01 and 52-100, 300 to 400 layers.
So on Lamech Cutlery's website...
Yes.
You can go to their product category fixed blades.
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm sitting here with the gallery.
Oh, okay. Shark Fighter one-off, and then the one-off right after that.
Shark Fighter one-off?
You're in their gallery right now.
Yeah, how do I get to what you're talking about?
Categories?
It's in here, your Shark Fighter.
Where is categories?
What the sharks ever do?
Are we both on AlamechCutlery.com?
AlamechCutlery.com/product category /fixed blade.
Oh, I'm on just AlamechCutlery.com/fixed blade. Hold on a second. product category, one word. It just auto redirects to here.
Product hyphen category. / fixed blade /
Confusing website.
It just auto directs me here, and all I can see is
what
the
I
gallery.
actually did was I just Googled Olemic fixed blade, and there was one that I saw in particular that was close to it. And then when I clicked on it, it went to an entire fixed bladed section. And there's one called the Shark Fighter that is more expensive than Paul will ever be able to buy, so I can show it to him. Worry about him.
Product corner. How the hell did we get here? From how are we supposed
I don't
to
want
get
to fight
here?
the sharks.
Knives build about contact. Oh, so you go to shop, and then you click fixed blades. You see. That makes more sense. Jeebus. Okay, sorry. What the hell am I looking for, Dennis?
Just down there was a shark knife, and then right after that, it looked like it was a custom version with copper Damascus.
Ooh, yeah, Shark Fighter one-off. That's pretty cool. Oh, that guard is copper. It's so pretty.
There you go, Paul. There's one you can never afford. Fuck
I can't see it. Still can't see it.
Well, wait, because fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate to say it, Paul, but yeah, fuck you a little bit.
All right. Okay.
Still can't see it? Speed up, dude.
I'm at the...
I'm just sitting there now. Yeah. I need that. I need to clip that to get Paul's reaction. Just the...
Yeah.
It's perfect.
How's that?
How's
that for your...
So how much do you think that thing's worth?
$1,400 US.
Yep.
Oh.
I know because it tells us.
On the website.
Too many. That's too many dollars.
I know. That's why I showed you.
Hey, Paul, you should. Oh, shit. Is the guard layered? Oh, shit. The guard's layered. Oh, that's cool. I thought it was just a trick of the light in the first photo.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh.
Is that Mokutai? No, not Mokutai. Sorry. What's that?
Mokume. Mokume Gane. Yeah. I would assume so. I'll double check at the product listing, but good lord. Okay, I hate to say it.
You know what? Fuck me.
I think I like.
I guess.
Right? I think I like Olamic's fixed blades a bit more than I like their folders.
Well, the one just below that was an RN45 that was just blinged out after the Shark Fighter.
Shit. Well, I got to go back.
That pommel's fucking ridiculous.
Well, this is cool, but that's not that. Where's the... Hold on. RM?
Well, no, it's the one-off, yeah. Isn't that just a fancier RN45? The one just for the shark knife?
No, they just call it a one-off and they don't specify anything else about it.
Yeah, but look at the blade shape, though.
It's got like the secondary ramp. It is close, I'll grant you that, but it looks like it keeps its full thickness based on the patterning there. Oh shit, that handle looks super cool. I love those over-sculpted handles.
You keep your full thickness, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the spine of this thing. So it's basically just the spine hasn't been sharpened, and there's a secondary little swoop right off the guard. But you're right. Otherwise, it's basically the same profile.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. How much for this?
Why
one?
must
same
you
price.
hurt me so?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool as shit. Is that like a 6-inch blade? Yeah, 6 and a bit, 6.5. Yeah, that's like
I get it. I fully understand why you would do this to me, but why would you do this to me?
Like there. Yeah, perfect size.
I'm pretty sure earlier in this episode you tried to play me like a bitch.
Yeah, that's fair. You got me there.
Yeah.
At least once. So.
Oh, I mean, at least once per episode.
This is just my retribution.
That's fair. I got double retribution today, and I probably deserved it.
I didn't mean to Olamic you. I was just using it as a reference for Kiranite, and then we went down a rabbit hole of Olamic.
Oh, this Tonto. Paul, look at the Tonto.
Yeah, well, I mean, that Tonto's nice. I was going to be like, Tontos. But one's pretty fucking cool.
But it's like a traditional Tonto with the sweet little saya. Oh, no.
But even if you look at
ladder cladding.
Like hunters up top that have the
what the fuck?
Good night,
sub bolsters and stuff.
Mr. Richards.
Dude.
See you later.
Dick Richards, thanks for joining us, sir.
Look at the core steel.
Is it Damascus clad into Damascus? Is that what I'm seeing there?
I'm not sure how else you get that speckled appearance off of an acid etch. Yeah.
Huh.
What the
That could
shit?
just be a tool steel of some sort that they got a patina going.
Oh, maybe, because this is supposed to be 52-100 and 01, so I wouldn't be surprised. It looks gorgeous, though.
Yeah, you can get that with 01, no problem, dude.
It almost looks like 01, like BB shot. That was then compressed or something.
You could get that with 52-100 too.
Look at the peen tang. Look at the rivet for the tang. Oh,
hello.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
they peened Damascus.
You like the peen.
Wow, it's riveted, isn't it? It's riveting.
Yeah. It's a riveting pan.
Well, you may have been targeting Paul, but I think he caught me. He caught me in the crossways.
It's
with
funny.
That one.
It's funny too because this is like 15-year-old shit for me. I was just like, yeah, they'll let me fix plates, and then I found out they had folders, and I was like, hey, I kind of want a busker.
The busker.
Dennis rolled up into the hood in like a lowrider, rolled down the window, stuck the barrel of his gun out the window at my house, and started firing as Joe just kind of like, doo-doo.
Oh no, I stopped to laugh and I got still hit.
He was just cruising by on a little e-scooter. Fucking took one in the leg.
Son of a bitch.
This is the wrong busker. All of these are wrong buskers.
It's a holy busker.
No. Not the holy buskers.
Isn't that just a bard at the end of the day?
It's the wrong blade shape too. There's multiple busker blade shapes.
There's only
and
one.
I don't want the Kermit the Frog one. I want the proper sheep's foot one.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The second one in that list is the proper sheep's foot, or the like clip pointy pillar looking one.
With the S curve blade.
No, fourth one in that row.
But look at this bullshit.
72.
There's some Kermit the Frog looking shit in the buskers.
Oh man. I'm sorry. Is that a Halloween thing? Yes, it is. That's pretty great. Oh, they have a bunch of Halloween themed buskers. Well, they did. These are all sold.
Zaminator, thanks for popping in. What are you carrying? Quick, hi and bye.
Before
Doodles
we sign off.
And Doodles. Hello. Well, he's also leaving, so.
Oh.
It was a drive-by hello.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Drive-by fruitings.
When you mess with the warrior.
That's a Mrs. Doubtfire reference.
A fruiting? A drive-by fruiting?
A drive-by fruiting. When he throws a lime at, what's his pickle's face? Mr. Stew. It's more of a thick soup than a name.
And I actually believe back in the day when I was looking at RN45s, they were made with RWL34. None of this MagnaCut bullshit. A Lamech with MagnaCut. Way to come with the times. Damn, dude.
I mean, I'd still be down for our RWL34.
What's that?
Oh, I forgot about the Rainmaker model. I was just going to say, like, I'm okay with RWL34. Give me that shit. I don't care.
I like the whippersnappers, too. They're weird. I like them.
Whippering, snapping.
Oh, the Rainmaker. I do remember that knife, too, now that you mention it. Weird looking thing. All right, Lamech. That's a conversation for another day that never comes up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that mammoth tooth?
Don't worry about it.
That's mammoth tooth.
It's only on one side, so I don't care.
But the mammoth needs its teeth back, Joe.
Well, you better buy it all up and give it back.
Don't think he's using it.
You don't know.
Well, he's not using it now, but I got to give it back to him so he can. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. How's he going to use his teeth if they're in that knife?
I got to be honest. I don't.
It's crazy talk.
So many of their fixed blades look so much better than their folders. I agree. Not to say that they're badly made or anything necessarily. It's just
their design language is a little strange to me.
I like some of the Wayfarers. Well, they're so unique too that every once in a while they'll come out with one that you're just like, okay, that's cool. I want that one.
Yeah,
I could agree with that.
I'll take that one.
The bulk of this just doesn't do it for me. They do look cool, but
have you come across a Swish yet?
I don't think so, but I could search for that one just quick here
before we go. Whippersnapper.
Kind of a swoopy looking thing.
Oh, there's the Swish right there, right beside the busker.
Okay, I don't hate that, especially with the pumpkin on it.
I like the fact that you searched it
Oh.
after scrolling past it.
Yeah, but I wanted to see all
Seen you
these
do
different
it.
variations.
Saint it.
Benchmade H2O with the N680. Good for you, dude. That's out of the woodwork, man. That's a good one. Good for you, Xamanutor.
Oh, neat.
Okay, so the swish is pretty cool.
That's the sound it makes
I
when
do
you cut a bitch.
something like that.
Yeah.
Molten carving, they say. Yeah, it's pretty all right. I do like their hand carved elements. They really do some nice work there.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, fancy town.
Kieran,
USA.
All of a sudden, Kieran doesn't seem so fancy anymore.
Oh, I mean, it shouldn't.
Oh, I made a
Isn't
smash
it like
again.
bowling ball material or something originally?
Countertops too. Yeah.
Mm.
It's basically just a high density acrylic for whatever that means.
Me too.
Yeah, fair.
Good times. So that's what I got for you. Jack Wolf that led into a Lambic.
Yeah.
And I'm spent.
I still have the Jack Wolf up. I'm going to drool over it for the next number of days,
Oh,
while
yeah.
weeping that I can't has it.
You absolutely should cry about it.
Yeah, whoa. Simmer down there.
Hello there.
Jacob should let us know when he gets one to brag about to Paul, you know.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice of you.
Well, I
It
mean,
hurt my
I'm
feelings.
rooting for him. I don't know about you, but
I mean, I'm rooting for him to get one. Just don't get the paper micarta one. Don't make it sting too much.
He's gonna
Is
do
that-
it.
It's like
is
pulling
that
off a
the-
band-aid slowly. It's just unnecessary.
that's the one to get, man.
It is.
It is the one to get.
All right, gentlemen. Thanks to the Cutting Edge Cutlery Co. for bringing in some bag knives.
Yeah.
Canadian designs by Canadian people.
Designers?
Sold by Canadian companies for Canadian dollars to other Canadians.
Hey,
There's a theme here. I don't know if you caught it.
Made in China.
Yeah. Oh.
Was that the theme? Was that the theme you were going for, Paul?
Oh, not quite.
Oh, okay. I missed it then. Sorry.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Try harder. I won't.
I know.
that's why I told you to do it. Yeah. He's done trying harder. I think we're back next week.
I think you're right.
That's what they all say.
Nothing's stopping us this time.
Just give me some time.
Well,
I mean, Dennis was threatening your life earlier.
no, the implication is that there wasn't much left.
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing left to threaten.
I mean, what's new?
Well, yeah. Pretty much.
Are we done thanking people?
I think so.
Well, I mean, I guess we can thank people. We've gotten away from the patch peddlers on Instagram.
No, they've been messaging me. Like, why?
We did
Leave
get
me alone.
we did get a message from a watch vendor today, though.
That's because of me. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I got you covered on that one.
I just deleted their message. It's fine. We are talking about
bag knives. Yeah, you missed the episode. It was the Microburst and the One. It wasn't a Benchmade and it wasn't a cheap QSP. And no one was around.
This episode
to see
was
it.
specifically for you, and you weren't here.
If 9 people watching weren't there in the woods when the tree fell, would it really fall? You know?
What you carrying? Is it a bag?
No.
Might be. You never know.
It's a
Bag
good time.
custom.
Rewatch if you want to. Good sir. Good sir. Anyone else for thanking? Patreon. Past, present, future. Thanks for everyone who donated. Thank yous all around. Thank yous again. Maybe. We'll see. No promises.
Never.
Can never promise.
And what is this? A potato
I
peeler?
promise not to promise.
Yes.
If I don't promise, I can't break a promise.
Don't promise none. Can't
be
get
none.
none. Yeah, exactly. Won't be none.
Oh, see you next week, folks.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben, for gassing us up here at the end. Great stream. See you all next week.
Yeah, we will see you here again next week here, guys. 7:15 Mountain Standard Time.
16.
Probably 16.
Probably.
We were talking about 14 today, and then that was
Yeah, no, that's
until it was 16. And then we left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good times, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. We will see you back here again next week. I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
I am the Iron Joe.
And I'm exile.ca.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Toodly doodly.
Just a purple thumb stud that's too small to fit everything.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know, right?